All right. Thanks for popping my collar.
Popping my collar. What's that song? Ever since I can remember, I've been
popping my collar. I've been popping my collar. Okay, yes, I do know it.
We got the vibe.
I know.
Anytime I think of a song, I'm like, you have to know it.
Yes, I do. I just have to dig a little deep in there for a minute.
She goes to go to like her thuggish side of her brain.
Well, you guys, we are back in the studio after a while, right?
Yeah, I mean, no, it's been like 2 weeks.
Well, it feels like forever.
It does, because we recorded at home, which felt very weird.
It was fun, though.
Yeah. I wish you guys would have got better quality for that interview, because we did have a lot of fun talking.
It was probably, one of my favorites so far. She's so funny, and I wish that our audio would have worked out to where you could hear the whole thing.
Yeah.
A lot had to be cut because we're 300 and however many miles away.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was a good episode and I loved it.
Yeah. Sorry for all of our audio listeners.
Sorry, Ryan.
And my dad and your dad. All of the guys let us know their opinion about the audio.
I'm just glad they're listening.
I know, they still listened. They still went through the entire thing. I think they were just annoyed that they heard choppiness.
Yeah, I know. Well, we're learning.
Yeah, it'll be better. This next one on Riverside will be a lot better.
Oh, yes. We have a guest for you guys this coming week.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll get our shit together before then.
Yes, we will. Yeah, because that opens up the door to so many interviews, because there's people who aren't here who would like to be on a podcast. And
we have, I want to interview so many people.
Yeah.
It's going to be awesome.
It's all of Lauren's people who like don't live here. We got to get them on.
They all left me in Texas.
We were just talking on Sunday with parents that I was like, 4 years, Kylie's done.
Yeah.
It's like, I think I'm getting out of Texas.
You think so?
Mm-hmm.
Where do you think?
I'm thinking North Carolina.
Really? Does Ryan want to be closer to family?
I don't think he really cares isn't the right word. I don't think he minds. Like, I think he's fine being here. But I want to continue to explore. And so I was like, why not just go move somewhere else if we are capable of doing that?
Yeah,
so.
Absolutely. I'm in the same boat, girl. But I'll be out of the U.S. probably.
I mean, I'm down to go wherever. I'm hoping.
Come to Spain with me.
By then, we're going to manifest this right now. By then, we're going to have like so much wealth coming in, especially from this thing, that we're able to like have houses wherever we want. Mm-hmm. Or like at least all of us are like capable of having a house somewhere where we're all able to like use, you know?
Yeah. I think I love the idea of going out of the country because it's not the U.S. Mm-hmm. I think that's very enticing to me. Yeah.
I agree. I would love to go somewhere else. I keep seeing these things about like London, people moving there.
Really?
Yeah, but I have no clue about how their laws work, how any of their government works. So it's like, I'm not just going to pick up and move somewhere to like equally be.
I read a lot of stuff about Spain being the way.
Really?
Yeah.
So you ready? You better start practicing is it Spanish?
Yeah.
No,
it's Spanish. They just have a different type of accent.
I'm going to need you to be fluent before you move there, okay? Please.
But anyways, we love you, USA.
USA.
I feel like you're out of the frame.
Okay, let me scoot this way.
There we go.
Oh, I'm like terrified I'm going to knock the camera.
No, we're good. So you had a good Easter?
I did have a good Easter.
Good.
It was casual. I didn't do much. Went to church. Why? Okay. This is one thing. You know what? We'll get into that in a minute. We went to church, went to lunch, and then we went home. Mm-hmm. And then, obviously, we were going to attempt to play pickleball. So I'm kind of glad we didn't. But, and then we were just there.
Yeah.
Yeah. How was your Easter brunch?
So good.
Yeah.
Always.
What'd you have?
always a quiche. We request quiche. We had 4 different kinds of quiche.
All quiche.
Yeah.
Every single one.
It's just fun because like even though my kids get older, they're always into all of the things. Like they want to do the Easter egg hunt. They want to find the eggs. They want the Easter baskets. And I love it so much. I feel like I don't feel like they'll ever like lose their wonder of their holidays, I guess.
Yeah, I hope not. They're getting a little older, so but I hope they don't.
No.
I think Kylie would still do like an Easter egg hunt, but we just don't have a lot of family here, so it doesn't happen.
Yeah.
She's by herself Easter egg hunting for 10 eggs in the backyard. Yeah, so I get it. I saw all of my family's photos. For everybody who listens, that always makes me a little sad. I'm like, oh, we could have went down there for Easter. Yeah.
It's just one holiday, though.
It is, and I don't know if it's worth going all the way over there for it.
We should get them here. We need to be the initiators to get them all here.
Right. Yeah, right. Yeah. Nah, they ain't coming. Anywho,
I have hope.
I don't. Because I've been saying it for years. Okay. Wait, should we just go ahead and roll the intro?
Yeah, we should probably do that.
Okay.
It's Dest and Lo, and this is the Did We Really podcast.
Killed it. I love it. I want the tea. When you give me a story, give me the tea. Okay.
Sorry, I forgot. This is my hat for my vacation to California. I finally found it.
Mm-hmm.
And I love it so much.
Wait, what do you mean you finally found it?
It was lost for a little while. It got stuck under the boys' dressers. So I was missing it. It was very sad. But I found it.
Can we talk about your son? He's the best. He makes me laugh so much.
Both of them?
Both of them. But Leo in particular, because he really joins the chat. And the photo the pose, like I was like, yeah, you are your mother's son, because he leaned up on the wall.
I don't be doing that.
You be ready. Lauren's like, I don't want to be in front of the camera. And it's just like,
oh, yes. No, yeah, he's hilarious. He's been a very big character lately. He got a Ronaldo jersey and he was feeling himself.
He was, guys. Like, if the photo's up there, like he's leaned on the wall. He's like, you won't see his face. Yeah. You won't see his face, but his like eyebrow, like he's like just modeling for us. It was the best.
He's the cutest.
Then he told Maddie, you're always trying to borrow stuff.
I know. I was laughing so hard. I'm like, when has she ever tried to borrow anything? Calling her out.
Oh, that's hilarious. So last week I was scrolling, because that's what we do. We doom scroll.
Always.
Mm-hmm. It's always fun. And I came across a new TLC show that's coming out.
Mm-hmm.
It is called Poly Family.
Okay.
2 separate couples come in, they have their own kids, and they decide like, okay, we want to do this. We want to be able to mix our relationships. The guys do not mix. It's just swapping of girlfriends or wives. Sorry, they are married. Swapping of wives. Yeah. They live in the same house. And so like the trailer of it comes out and they start talking about it, right? And they're like making it so normal. Like, oh, we love each other. They do the weird thing where they're like sitting on a couch. The girls are in between. And so like, he's like, maybe it's not, maybe it's the other man, but like he has his arm around his wife. And then they're like reaching across to like hold the hand of like the other girl. So like it's so weird.
Yeah.
And so like it comes out and it looks like it's going to be juicy. Like it's full of drama, because the guys have a short interview on there and they're like, we don't necessarily get along. So the guys don't like, it's not like they're BFFs.
Yeah,
and like
that has to be a thing if that's the type of lifestyle you're going to choose.
Right. Like I better like you a lot. Like we better be best friends.
Right.
And like be able to get through things. But they're like, don't. Like one of them seems to be like asserting his dominance a little bit more than the other. And so they're going through that. Well, then one of the wives gets pregnant. And so it's going to be the first poly baby, because she does not know who the dad is. Yeah. Yeah. So this is all in the trailer. So she does not know who the dad is. So now they're like, dun, dun, dun. And so then and so they're talking about it, and I'm like, why y'all stressing? Y'all were in a relationship together.
Yeah.
Who cares who's the dad at this point?
Yeah.
And so they're just like talking about the baby. Well, then they end the trailer with the girlfriend or the wife that gets pregnant wants to add somebody else to the relationship.
Another guy?
Mm-hmm.
Stop.
Yeah, another guy that she likes. And they're like, the two guys are like, this isn't what we agreed to. We wanted just, us four to be a happy relationship with our kids.
Yeah.
And so they're like, now you're asking too much. I'm not.
That's just the epitome of somebody that wants to try out polyamory and them not being ready for it and it not going the right way. Because there are a lot of people that can be in a polyamorous relationship, but I guarantee you anybody that is curious, probably 95% of the time it's not going to work out unless you go into your relationship pre-kids knowing that that's what you want.
Yeah, I feel like you too, like you need to be such a free spirit.
Yeah.
Like everybody who has to be in that relationship has to be a free spirit. Like none of them could be like, what is it called?
Like jealous.
Possessive.
Right.
Yeah. Like you can't want to possess your relationship. Like it just needs to be like, nope, we're all flowing. It's all good. Everybody does what they're going to do, Yeah. So I'm going to be interested to see. I kind of want to watch it, but then I really don't want to watch it because I'm just like, TLC be trying to give everybody
a little like icky, especially when there's kids involved.
Mm-hmm.
And like,
yeah, because they're putting their whole entire family out on blast because they want to be able to sleep with more than one person.
I think that's the dude's idea. The girls might want to.
I feel like the one who's going to try and bring in the third guy.
Yeah,
is probably like, yeah, I'm down for it. I want to normalize
She's
this.
The free spirited one.
And the other one's like, I guess. What? I guess we
had a deal, Karen.
Yeah. So it's so funny. Like I'll send you the trailer, what I found of it, because like they go through drama. Like one of the husbands is like, I feel like she's liking him more than me. Like she wants to be with him more.
That's the whole point.
Yeah. I'm like,
I've done a lot of research on this, okay?
What kind of research do you do on poly? Like you go like back in the day?
Just like poly in general. I mean, like you read other people's stories and you think about, hey, is that for me? And then you're like, nah, no, it's not.
Yeah.
But it's an interesting concept for sure. I think maybe I have friends that are poly, but even them, it's like they're falling apart.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just like, I don't know. I have a lot of different ideas about it, but
yeah, I would say like poly has to be like just kidless, and that sucks to say, but I'm just like,
yeah, having kids with other people and not knowing who the dad is, like that's just when it becomes so
It kind of reminds me of like a cult. It starts to become like that, right?
Yeah, a little bit.
I'm like, who is being like brainwashed in this relationship? So
it reminds me of like there's a certain type of Mormon where they have all of the wives and stuff.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I think that's kind of tailored to what is it called? They have a TLC show where he has multiple wives. Mm-hmm. Actually, I think that one was canceled.
I see his face. It makes me want to punch his face.
I was gonna be really mean. I was like, have you realized like all of them are like none of them are like, really good looking. You're all happy. I'm like, they're all ugly.
You're glowing if you're thriving in a relationship. That's all I'm saying. No, but like this guy, the one you're talking about, he has like they have houses, and he spends every Monday, Wednesday, Tuesday with a different wife. Can you imagine?
No, that would I don't know how they do it because, and I know like there was drama with them because one of the wives started feeling like I'm doing everything around here,
like the original wife,
and you're just bouncing. Like you get he gets to be work and be taken care of while they literally do everything else. Yeah. And it's like, that's not fair. You have 8 of us to do this for you.
Is it 8? Dang.
I don't know how many wives he had. Even if it's over 3, he still has 3 wives to dote on him who are taking care of all his kids. Because he has multiple now, right? From them. So I'm like, it's not fair. As much as he wants to say I'm paying the bill, like, no, it's not fair at all.
No, because they have a full-time job at home.
I think one of them was getting divorced from him too. I thought I saw that.
Good for her.
She's like, not for me.
Yeah.
Give me that TLC money we just got. Okay. So I want to talk about what I was getting to at the beginning. So we went to church on Easter, and like I have not gotten back into church in a while. Like I was going pretty steady, like late 20s, and then I kind of like died off, and it was just like I just wasn't connecting with the message, and then I just never went to go search for like another church. But I am strong. I say I'm strong in my faith, like, you know, believe, whatever. But why? So I go to church, and anytime I actually step into the building of church, like it starts, service goes, the worship music. I love some worship music. I literally cannot hold myself together. Like, church started, songs started playing. It was actually Kylie's walk-up song that was the first song. It's Praise.
Oh, really?
And so, like, she connects with it. Like,
yeah.
My kid is, like, I watch her and how, like, her faith is, and it's always, like, inspiring to me. But, like, so she's, like, in it, right? She's, like, hands up, whatever. And I'm just sitting there, and I'm like, like, I can feel the tears coming in my eyes, and I'm like, why can't I just, like, not cry? Like, why am I crying?
Because you're a crier, just like I am.
But it's annoying. And then,
it is annoying.
I don't ever let myself cry.
Yeah.
And so, like, I'm sitting in church.
Why not?
I don't want to cry, like, in public. I don't want to turn around, because they always in church, they will literally say, like, after worship's done, they're like, okay, turn to the people around you and greet them. And I'm like, I'm like bawling.
That's the worst part.
I'm like, can you give me 10 to 20 minutes?
Every time that happens, when I do go to church, I sit my ass down.
Yeah. I'm like, luckily I'm in between Ryan and Kylie. I'm like, hi guys, Kim.
No, it's always the next people. Like, hello, hello.
Yeah, so like, that's the main reason I don't like to cry. I'm like, I know at the end of this, you're going to make me turn around. And, like, I'm going to be, like, I don't want people to look at me like, why is she crying? What's happening over there? You know what I mean? Like,
that might spark, like, a really genuine, like, conversation with somebody, though.
Yeah, but it's not time to conversate. We're about to sit back down.
That's very true.
And listen to them.
No, I'd be like, you want to go out in the hallway? Because I got some shit to say.
Oh, you want to listen?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I struggle with that. And I know I have some people like who are real big into their faith, like that listen to us. But that is a lot of the reason why, like, sometimes I really don't care to go to church. I do love the worship music, but I'm like, if I can't be in here 10 minutes without feeling like I just need to sob, I don't want to cry out. I don't want to cry when my feelings are hurt.
It is healing. Listen, I've gone through a week, literally 7 days now, of like a really intense anxiety that I'm trying to pinpoint.
Mm-hmm.
And I swear, like, a lot of it is around like driving for some reason. But if I cry, like, if Gabe starts talking to me about it and he's like, what's going on? Like, how can I help you? Or whatever. We can just talk about whatever it is surrounded around my anxiety. Mm-hmm. And I'll start just kind of like tearing up, and like, it's a release for me. And then I just feel better.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. I feel like maybe for you, it's like you're letting something out. And do you not feel better after you cry?
I don't think that I do, because I don't allow myself to just like cry. I try to stop it so much that I end up with a headache.
Stop.
Or like I'm like just get me out of here. Like, I'm more frustrated than I am like,
well, you're
releasing.
frustrated at yourself because you're stopping it. Like, just let it happen, and it doesn't have to be like, like, Just bring some tissue to church. Just dry your eyes a little bit. And like, I swear every time I cry, I'm just like, okay, I'm good. Like,
I think I just have an issue with crying. I don't know if it's like just this, it feels like a sign of weakness that I don't like to show. I don't want Kylie to see I'm crying. Like, I don't want anybody around me to know that I'm crying. Like, so it's, I guess it is like I'm taking down a wall and I'm like, hold it in. You'll be fine. It's ridiculous. Why are you crying?
No, but
you don't need to cry.
That's not okay.
It truly is. Like, I don't know how many times I've truly allowed myself to cry.
Yeah.
Like, even with my past story, you know, I think about that drive home to my grandma's and I'm like, I remember I allowed myself to cry, but I cried for like less than 30 seconds. And I took a deep breath and I was like, cool, bitch, you ain't crying no more. And like drove up. You know what I mean? Like I don't know how to break it. I have allowed myself to cry before. Like I had to tell myself one day, I think when I was like on the little healing journey that I attempted or did have or whatever, one day at home, I was by myself and I was like, let it out. Like, you need to let it out. And I think it was around the time we were releasing the episode because I was like, I know I have to get past it. So I need to cry. Like, and so I did. And luckily I was home alone and like, I felt it and it felt great. But as soon as I was like, cool, I got some crying out, I was like, all right, go back to my day.
Go drop yourself in the shower afterwards. Like, I swear it's so healing for me anyways. Like, last Monday, my voice message, I listened back to it and I was like, no. But that's how easy it is for me to get choked up about something. Like when something traumatic happens or when I'm feeling in my feels, like I'm crying. I don't care. Like I don't even have to be upset about anything. I can be very I can be very emotional or like just be very passionate about something and I'm crying. Like that's just who I am. Yeah. And it's probably very annoying to those around me.
We're so opposite. You're like, I'm ready to cry. I'm like, nope, I'm never going to let a tear out.
Yeah, I cried today at a freaking Instagram reel. Like that's just me. I don't know. Yeah. So it's interesting hearing that from you.
Yeah.
I can't relate.
Yeah. I mean, I get it. And that's kind of why I wanted to bring it up because, like, I know you allow yourself to feel, like, your emotions. And I do. But it's, like, when it comes to crying, I can't allow it.
I'm going to go get some pepper spray.
Oh, rude.
Now, every time next time you're feeling something, I'm just like, feel it.
I feel my eyes are burning.
You're gonna be so pissed off.
Someone's gonna suggest like crying therapy for me to like cry every day for a whole week. See how you feel? I'm like, no. That'd be my worst nightmares for somebody to just. You know what? I'm gonna call out my dad. I think my dad is a lot of the. I don't know if my mom does. I feel like it's my parents. Like. I feel like it's just something I've never seen them like truly cry in front of me. Yeah. And I think like I take that trait from my dad. We've been at funerals before for family. And like when the hard part comes, he like takes off. Yeah. And like he won't allow anybody to see it. So I'm like, okay, like not that I'm like, okay, I can't let people see it, but I'm just like, I don't want people to see that. You just
gave yourself the answer 1000% because it is passed down any type of emotion or anything like that. Like I don't think I've ever seen my dad. I've seen my dad cry once and that'll always stick with me because I've never seen him cry. Yeah. So like I'll always remember that. But I don't know. It's a very interesting thing. But now I'm like I'm crying about everything and I'm telling my boys like it's okay. Like it's just feelings and if you suppress them like you're not going to get anywhere growth wise if you just suppress your feelings. You have to be able to either cry about it or talk about it.
Yeah. I feel like I've not past crying, like what I do along to Kylie. Like Kylie cries. Like Kylie shows emotion.
Yeah.
And so like, I mean, I'm proud that she does it. Like I've always told her, I'm like, you are allowed to have feelings. You are allowed to have emotions. You just got to remember, like, don't let those emotions like completely control you.
Yeah.
Like you got to, rein it in sometimes. But like, that's one thing that I've always told her. And I think it's because I know I've felt it. So I'm like, you are allowed to like be upset. You are allowed to cry if someone pisses you off. You are like, I know I'm an angry crier. That's probably the only times that I really truly realize when I'm pissed off that it'll come out, and I get so, and then I get even more mad. Like I'm like, why the hell am I crying when I'm so angry? Like, why is it coming out now?
Or you might bring out the Vaseline.
I was fighting and angry. They're just tears rolling down. I was like, why did you make me do this? No, just kidding. Why'd you make me fight you? Yeah, so I don't know. It's just interesting. I wanted to bring that up because I don't know if there's anybody else that kind of relates to that. I know there's going to be plenty of people who are like, it's the Holy Spirit like living in you. And I'm like, all right.
Just visit for a minute.
Yeah.
Lord, visit for a minute.
Can I just enjoy this song? Like, why do I got to cry to it? I like the song. I listen to it in my car.
Yeah.
But it does happen in my car too.
Yeah, for sure.
So you brought it up, and I want to bring a subject that I've been watching on Summer House, and this is something that Lauren's been communicating with me about, and I know you feel some type of way about anxiety, but it really interests me because I want to understand.
Yeah,
like
doesn't everybody?
Yeah, exactly. Like, don't we all? But like, it interests me because I feel like I'm always a person who's like trying to help somebody solve it. So like sometimes like when you tell me it, I want to ask you like a jillion questions, and I'm like, that's not gonna help her in this moment.
No, I know how you want to help. I talked to my best friend today, and I told her like everything that happened 7 days ago, and she was like, oh shit, like I didn't even tell her. Just purely because I think it was like a little embarrassing for me. It was something that I didn't really want to talk about, because when I do talk about it, it kind of like sparks it back up again. But it does help to talk about, but only with like the people that I feel the most comfortable with, and only when I'm like ready to talk about it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. But
No. I don't want to leave it all on you, because I don't want you to feel like I was like,
what you're thinking about it.
No, so like, I think, so when I watch things and then stuff happens in real life, it always like triggers like the conversations for me.
Yeah.
So I've been telling Lauren that I've been watching Summer House, Bravo, of course, watching all the Bravo shows. And Paige, we talked about Paige and Craig breaking up. If you don't know them, we'll put
Get
a
with the times.
Yeah. And so we're all watching her side of everything happen right now on Summer House, and she's talking about like anxiety. So for those of you who don't know who Paige is, she's obviously in the Bravo world. She's a big like Amazon influencer, just an influencer in general.
Podcaster.
Yes. And then they made the Giggly Squad podcast, her and Hannah, which we love because their girls are around the same age as us, but obviously two totally different lives. Neither one of them have kids, and they live.
They remind us of us.
Yeah.
A lot. Yeah. I'm like, I want to put a picture right here.
Because like, don't we look like them?
I look like Paige a little bit, and you look like Hannah a little bit, but I feel like our personalities are that.
You can be a comedian?
Hell yeah. Only if I'm comfortable.
Yeah. Okay. So these girls, we love them. We like to watch their stuff. They're great. Paige and Hannah had this giant opportunity. I think it's over with. They had a Giggly Squad tour. And so now that we're watching Summer House, which is last summer, she's talking about the anxiety that she was having right before this tour happened. She was just like, she's blowing up. She's on Bravo. She's just constantly working. And she admits that this is everything that she's wanted.
Yeah.
This is what she's worked for. This is what she saw as a kid. Like, this is her dreams, opportunities. But she's having anxiety and she's going through a breakup. So this is before they're not going through a breakup. She's in a relationship. This is before they broke up in November. And
She's together for a while too.
Yeah, like almost 3 years.
But like serious.
Mm-hmm. Like, they talked about marriage. Like, they were, figuring out who's going to move where. But her anxiety started to trigger with the pressure of everything. And then on top of that, her boyfriend, so seeing from two sides, okay, is the way she talks about it is she calls him, am I dating my biggest hater? Because anytime that she told him she got a great opportunity with the tour.
Yeah.
She's like, I got this opportunity with the tour. He apparently told her, okay, well, what about us? What's going to happen while you're on tour? Like, and you know what? Like, that, in me, like, obviously us doing these things, like, I would be pissed off if that's what the answer was, because the tour is just 6 months.
Yeah.
And if that's my dream to be able to be on this status, like, I want you to be happy for me. Yeah. And also, they have no kids. Exactly. Like, they have no kids. Like, there was opportunities for him to meet her at tour. There's opportunities for him to be like her biggest hype man. She's not going anywhere where he can't go, but I mean, he does also own his own business, so I understand that. But the way you don't hype up your girl,
yeah.
We're on TV. She hung on to this one piece. He could have hyped her up other times, right? But so, like, as it keeps playing out, she's talking to one of her best friends, Sierra. I sent Lauren a clip, and her friend is like trying to tell her, like, he's not for you if he is not hyping you up. I need you to see this. I need you to understand, like, he should not be contributing to you feeling this type of way. Like, he sent her some what is it called? Documentary of a band who broke up who they went on tour. It was like an old school one now. I don't remember who it was. And it broke up some of their families. Like, right? She's already having anxiety, and he sends her this video to watch, or this show to watch. Like,
yeah, I haven't gone like too deep into all of that lore because I don't watch Summer House. I did for a little while, but
yeah,
no, if your partner cannot accept you for who you are in the exact moment, in the exact timeline that you are in right now, and especially if you're freaking killing it, like you're going on tour, doing all of these things, making money, like, it just seems like he was either jealous or like really just thinking about himself, like narcissistically, and wanting to settle down, like drag her down, and settle down, and she would have never been happy with him.
No, and I do think that jealousy comes into play for it, only because he, like, jealous of her time being taken away from him, versus like jealous of how well her podcast is going, and like, I don't think that was it. Like, I think he was just like, but I want you all the time. Like, why can't you be here with me? So what made it relatable really was the scene that I saw with Sierra, the one that I sent you. So Sierra comes in, and this is after they've talked again. And Paige, like, really kind of expressed some stuff about Craig. And so Sierra comes into the bedroom and she tells her, like, I need you to know that when you have anxiety, like, I carry some of it with me. And she's not trying to like dump it on her. She just is like kind of wanting her to understand, like, I'm feeling this with you, and I need you to like open your eyes to like kind of what's not helping your anxiety right now. So that part, like, I think I do think, like, sometimes I can feel, not you, but like I can feel other people like that around me when they're like really, really anxious, and like I can, like, you feel their sense of like vibe or whatever they're giving off. So at the same time, it's like, oh, like, I feel like the dogs, Duke's little ears come up, and I'm like, what's happening? Like, I'm really alert for some reason, and I don't know why. Like, I don't want to talk to nobody, but it's interesting because then when I sent you that, you said that like Gabe is your Sierra. And I don't know, how is all of that, like, how is processing through that, like, it's
so important to have that's why I was kind of like talking about like Craig, if he would just maybe be more empathetic towards Paige a little bit. Like, I don't know. I expressed to Gabe this past week like how much I appreciated him because he has had a hard time with my anxiety in the past where he doesn't understand it completely. But after this week, I think he kind of gets, and before that too, he kind of gets it a little bit more where he's like, what can I do? Like, how can I help? Like, it's not like I don't understand you being anxious. This isn't a real thing. Like, because I've had those people in my life before where they're like, the fuck, dude? Like, get over it, you know? But it's relieving to know that somebody so close to me can see it. Like, I'm literally fighting for my life on some days where I'm like having to wake up and, you know, make myself go to the gym, even though it's my favorite thing. Like, I have to make myself do it. I have to like, you know, do basic chores. I have to get all of these things done whilst feeling like I'm crashing out. So I don't know. It helps having a partner who's like, what can I do? What can we do? Let's figure out what this is. Like, he was like, let's sign up for therapy again. Like, you know, let's keep going to the gym. Don't put yourself too hard. Like, let's just figure out what is making you feel the way that you're feeling right now. And so it's important to have somebody that understands because I feel like older people don't even feel like it's a real thing. So it's frustrating to be able to like try to explain how I'm feeling to other people and them just be like, okay, like go have a drink, and you're like, hey,
can you breathe through it?
I don't know. It's a crazy thing, and I feel like I'm rambling because I feel like I've been thinking about it so much lately. But yeah, it's no joke. It really isn't. I wish I could talk more about it. My brain is going a million miles an hour.
If only you could see the inside of her head.
I know. I'm like anxious talking about it. I'm like, I don't know what to say exactly to make people understand like the weight that I feel some days. And some days I'm fine. And some days I'm not. And yeah.
I mean, I think like you even just explaining that, like I mean, I've always believed it took a little bit. I think getting into adulthood and having friends experience anxiety, I think I was like, can you do something for it? Or like, can you not just do what you were doing before? Like what, you know, what is it? Like, how do you get help for yourself? Or why don't you get help if you know you have this? But like, I think as I've gotten older, as I've experienced even just a little bit of mild anxiety that I've realized is anxiety, I'm like, yeah, it's a real thing. And sometimes like you're just, you have no control over it. Like you're just literally just, your brain is just like overthink. You can't get it to stop. And it's like, what the hell's, I don't know how you want me to just like, click it off. Like it's not just going to happen. But I appreciate you talking about it because I want, when we have these solo episodes, is to be relatable because there are so many people. Again, I think we've talked about anxiety before on here, but it is a serious thing. And like you being able to be like, you know, I've had an experience and I'm even getting it now as I'm sitting here talking. It's like there are people who listen who experience anxiety all the time and who are like, okay, like
it's a roller coaster. And it's funny that like I came across the worst anxiety of my life when I feel like I'm the healthiest in my life. So that's why I feel like I need to dig deep and figure out where this is coming from. But yeah, it can hit you hard because like I know a lot of my anxiety previously in the past years came from stupid stuff and I could pinpoint it. But not knowing where like my physical symptoms from anxiety. I've never had physical symptoms from anxiety until recently, and that scared the shit out of me. And I think that's what I'm struggling with a lot is like, damn, my body is literally telling me to chill the fuck out. And I'm like, but I can't. I've got shit to do. I've got kids to pick up from school. I've got, the podcast to do. I've got to go to the gym. And it all seems very minuscule, but your brain is like the most powerful thing on earth. And so when you spiral, you spiral.
Yeah.
And it's crazy. But yeah, no, I am my worst enemy because I'm just like, I can't drive. I can't do it. I can't do it. But then I have to make myself do it, and it's done. But it's debilitating. It really is. So I'm excited to get back into therapy. Shout out to my husband who told me to go sign up again today. I don't know if it'll help. I don't know.
I'm sure it will.
Going to help, but yeah, I know. The very beginning of the podcast, I'm like, therapy. Wish we could do our little.
Well, I think we can see if it's sticky.
Which one is it?
Oh, it's crickets. Wrong one.
Therapy.
Yeah, I'm glad that he's pushing for it. I really.
It makes me want to cry right now. I could cry.
Don't do that shit. I ain't crying. Just kidding. Yeah, no, I'm very. It's just no. I'm here for you for whatever you need. So, maybe we just get you a longboard and that's how you go pick up the boys.
I've tried. I've tried. I woke up with scabs the next day.
Oh, no, Lauren. It made it worse.
No, I felt alive.
What if you go to a therapist and they're like, you know what, you're right, you can't do cars. Time to get a motorcycle.
Dude, I've been thinking about motorcycles. Get out of my head.
It's like problem solved. Her anxiety completely goes away because now she's able to ride a motorcycle.
I would feel free. I know. There's a mom on an electric bike at our kid's school who picks them up and has one of those little carriers or whatever. I'm like, that would make me feel so free. Yeah. So maybe that.
We found the problem. We've solved it. We solved all the world's problems right now. But just
if I didn't have to drive ever again, that'd be super dope.
Your mom is probably like, if you buy a motorcycle, Lauren.
Yeah. I won't do that to you, Mom.
Okay. Well, again, you'll maybe get some of Lauren's journey as she's trying to figure out her anxiety. My anxiety.
Yeah. Don't worry, guys. I've got blood work done. I've got all of the things. I think it's just more of like a mental thing right now. So if you relate, comment down below.
Yeah, Paige, we did this one for you. Paige DeSorbo.
Oh, yes.
Only because, too, then she talked about her when she went to the doctor, and so they went and helped her, and she got a medicine for it, and she said it helped so much. I can't remember the medicine she said, but...
Let me know.
Yeah. Okay. Anywho, let's get on to some other things. My community Facebook page is like wild. Did I tell you about the mom's drama?
The mom's drama? No.
So we have a mom's page for our community.
Yeah.
And it's supposed to obviously only be moms in the community. Well, they were having an HOA election. And when this happens, it's like a presidential election, the way people come at each other. Like, they will dig through their records. If they have anything, they will put it on blast.
Dirty.
It is dirty. And so one of the moms was running for the HOA board, and there was just all this shit talking happening. And one of the moms in the mom group was screenshotting what the other moms were saying about some of the people they don't like. And she was posting it on the main Facebook page for our community. And so, like, you know, she's just outing people. They anonymously post, or she was sending it to somebody. I don't know. Honestly, they think that one of the guys who was like all the controversy in her neighborhood joined the mom's Facebook page with a fake profile.
Yeah. And
so, thus started the Mean Moms group. Our community. And let me tell you what, I saw it roll through and I was like, joining that one, I'm going to be in there.
You're part of the problem.
So I mean, I have literally every single Facebook page that is to our community, because I'm like, you guys entertain me. Like, I go in when that's the only place I go and read the comments. If they post something on ours and there's like 40 comments, I'm like, cool. Going in and reading everything. Who's saying some wild shit? And the fact that they dig people's information up for an HOA
dirty
election.
Yeah, an HOA. What?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because whoever's going to join the HOA is going to solve all of our problems. I'm like, y'all are so ridiculous. Like, I can't, and this is why I will never join their HOA.
I'm just glad their lives have a purpose. Okay,
dude, seriously, like they there's one person who's not on the HOA who combs through all of the rental properties to make sure they're like that there's obviously policies within our community, like to make sure that those properties are within policy.
Just the rentals.
Just the rentals. There's someone who comes through our Airbnb, like through our neighborhood, to make sure nobody's Airbnb-ing their home.
Not everybody can buy.
Yeah. It's
low.
It's wild.
It is wild.
The most crazy. And
your neighborhood is
love
so funny.
I love it. Because people are like, it's so ghetto in here, no, it's all this. And I'm like, you guys are making a ghetto. The way y'all are acting. Mm-hmm. Stephanie from whoever. No, I'm just kidding.
I can't wait to tag you.
No, but it's so funny. I can't, like, I meant to screenshot one conversation that like cracked me up, but like people were like, you're a Republican, like that's why you don't like these things, and da da da, and I'm just like, why are y'all so mean to one another?
I know. If the internet was taken away and we were all just face to face, there would be no shit. Well, there might be a little bit, but then you would just like publicly shun those people that would be the ones making those Facebook comments. You're just like, get out of here. What are you talking about?
No, they live for this. Like, this is what they were put on the earth to do.
I know.
Facebook warriors. Yeah. I wish you could probably join.
I know, I'm going to.
Just use my address. So on the note of us, you know, Lauren talking about her being in her fittest era. She's still working on her fitness. So obviously
I was injured for 2 weeks, sorry.
I know, and that sucks. I actually just saw somebody post something about like, here's what being in the gym after a 3-week break looks like, and she's like struggling. I'm gonna quote unquote, because like it's just like it's okay to go back into the gym and have to struggle, but like you can tell, and that's what she talks about. It's like you can see like my body's fatigued, like it doesn't want to do the things that it was doing, 3 weeks ago. But this is going to lead into our next episode, because we have somebody on here who is hopefully going to help spread a message that, we're still trying to find. Like, we're still trying to figure out, like, what makes it click, and how do you kind of silence those voices, like, really in your head, who tell you, like, let's stay in bed and not go to the gym today.
Yeah. So looking forward to talking to her, especially after these 2.5 weeks. I'm back in the gym, but it's like, it's not the same, and it sucks, but like, it's just day by day again, and I haven't lost any progress really. It just feels icky, if that makes sense.
Yeah, it's like you have to like rev up your like engine again. It's just like so
you
slow.
Like go in and see the people in the gym, and you're like, been a while. It's not because I was being lazy, I promise. I'm just flexing my little ankle brace at the gym. Like, I'm injured.
Every time you get up off the bench, you limp a little just to show them like you had an injury. Yeah, I mean, I'm getting to a point. I have a new workout program starting next month, but like, I am getting to the point where I'm like, I'm slacking on my posting, and I'm just like,
You've been posting so much.
I try. Well, I've been posting my gym, but I haven't been posting anything else. I'm slacking on a lot of things. My motivation is leaving me.
Yeah.
And I need to kind of figure it out.
Well, I feel like everybody goes through that little dip for a minute. That's probably what's happening, but you're killing it.
Thanks.
She sucks at taking compliments.
Okay, yeah. But anyways, we'll go ahead and wrap this one up.
Yeah.
It was fun talking to you. It's fun throwing all our stuff at you guys.
Thanks for listening. Did we really talk about my anxiety?
My anxieties. Damn mics. Would have been great. Do we really talk about my issue with crying? That's really all we talked about, guys. So I'll talk to y'all later.
You guys.
Bye.
Are you ready to elevate your brand?
Or are you still working on Canva logos until 2 a.m.?
Let Collective Dallas handle it.
They've worked with Fortune 500s to small side hustles like your cousin's biz.
Web design, branding, they do it all.
Visit collectivedallas.com and let the pros handle it.
And if you want to run ads on our podcast,
email us at didwereallypodcast@gmail.com and we'll make your ad sound just as good.